Lots of opinion out there about the NHL draft and the future of it moving forward. NHL teams were sent a memo on Wednesday morning, and it was very simple. Check a box and respond. Would you like to keep the draft status quo where everyone comes to the draft and is seated on the draft floor, or would you like to decentralize it and have each team in their own war room in their own city with only the draft picks being celebrated on stage? The NFL, Major League Baseball, the NBA, they all do this. And for whatever reason, hockey has kept it old school with landline telephones on the draft floor. It's unbelievable when you see it. You're like, is this really how things are going? And I'm brought back to the conversation that I had with recently departed Chicago Blackhawks assistant GM Jeff Greenberg, who was hired back in baseball as the new Detroit Tigers general manager. I was chatting with him last year, and he was saying his first 3 weeks on the job, he was hired by the Hawks, and he goes, I'm at the NHL draft, and I'm looking around and thinking how incredibly disadvantageous this setup is, because you've got everyone within feet of each other. When you pick up the phone and there's only one other GM that's on the phone on the draft floor, you know exactly who that person is talking to. And it's not really hard for teams to piece together, hey, they're probably talking about this, because guess what? That's exactly what I'm piecing together, and then using that information and intel to talk to others. So it's, it doesn't really make a lot of sense that the NHL has continued this way. And I'll say, from a selfish perspective, I enjoy it because it's nice to have everyone in the same city for a stretch of time in the summer, especially in such a busy week with so many transactions. But moving forward, this makes sense because you have every team have to fly all of their people in to the draft city. Then they all have development camp 3 days later, fly them all back to their home base to then start dev camp. It makes no sense. Just decentralize it. This is the way of the future. Have cams in each war room if you want. Find a cool place to celebrate the game, and let's move into 2024 together.